Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. In the last few lessons, we have been discussing phrases within phrases. Now, we want to discuss the possessive phrase when it comes with a positive phrase, i.e. a mudaf, mudaf ilay, when it comes with the mubdal minhu and badal, how they come together. So, a quick recap. We have the phrases which match in i'rab. This is the conjunction, ma'tuf alayhi harfu atf and ma'tuf. We have the appositive phrase, mubdal minhu badal. These match in i'rab. Then the next are those which match in all four aspects, which are the man'ud nat and the ismul ishara and the musharun ilay. And then we have the ones that don't match, which is the possessive phrase and the mudafun and mudafun ilay. And we mentioned before that the mudaf, mudaf ilay, they have a very strong link, and therefore they must always come together. They're never separated. And the nat, the musharun ilay and the badal must come after it. Okay. Now here is a very, very common structure. And you need to get familiar with it, because when you're reading any historical text or hadith, especially hadith, this structure is very common. What do we have? There are more technical terms for it, the technonym, etc. But for simply, you have the first name, Muhammad, and in our names, our cultures, we have surnames. In the Sahaba's time, Tabi'un, Tabu Tabi'in, we had the second name or something what we understood to the father's name. So son of so and so, son of or daughter of so and so. So this kind of structure becomes the mubdal minhu and badal. So the first name or the name, the person's personal name is called it becomes the mubdal minhu. And the name which is attributed, the son of so and so, daughter of so and so, that becomes the badal. So it's the same person, because why? Who is Muhammad? Ibn Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You get it? So that's why it's the mubdal minhu and badal. Then this will become the mudaf, mudaf ilayh, son, mudaf of this person. Yes? So for example, another simple example, Zubair ibn al-Awwam. So what happened here? We will say Zubair is the mubdalun minhu and Ibn al-Awwam is the badal. And the badal is made up of what? Mudaf and mudaf ilayh. You got it? Yes? Okay. Right, now let's have a look at these two names. Can anybody see a difference between the two names? Obviously two different names, but in terms of the way they're written. Well, ismun maqsoor, yeah. That is one difference, but I'm not looking at that. Yeah, this is mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. This is a single word. That's also a difference. I'm not looking at that. What I'm looking at is this. You see? After Muhammad is there an alif. Is the ibn. So ibnun, the word ibnun is written like this. But here there is no alif. And here there is an alif. Okay. Who is Abdullah to Muhammad? Father. Who is Maryam to Isa? Mother, we say here. Yeah, not father. Not father. Or, no, not father. Okay? So therefore, if you have a non-father link, then you leave the alif. If it's a father, then you drop the alif. That is a note to remember in writing.
Even if the mudaf is feminine?
Yeah, it doesn't matter on the mudaf ilay whether it's masculine or feminine. Once the mudaf ilay of the badal of the ibn or the bint is not the father, you have to put alif. And if it's a father, you drop it. That is a note to remember. Okay, you'll see this in the Quran. So let's have a go. Who wants to have a go? Kana Uthman ibn Affan. This is a mistake here. Affan. Okay, who wants to have a go at this one? Tarkib. Ahmad, you go. Bismillah. ذا النورين. كان is a فعل ناقص. Then عثمان is اسم كان. Okay. This is خبر كان. If it's خبر كان, why is it مرفوع? Alif doesn't affect the mansub or marfu state. Remember what I told you? The first name and the last name become what? What's the structure of the first name and last name? Mubdalun minhu and badal. So then all of this becomes what? Ismu kana. And the khabru kana becomes the nurain. That becomes khabru kana. And then from here, how do you break Uthman ibn Affan up? This becomes no, not mudaf. The first. So the first name is mubdal minhu. And the second name becomes what? The badal. And the badal is made up of what? Mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. And the Nurain is made up of what? Mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. Translation. Uthman. We can't translate it as Uthman bin Affan. But to get more technical here, we say here Uthman Badal, son of Affan was the, I'm not sure if I'm spelling this correctly, possessor of two light. You understand? Okay. Next one. Who wants to go? Muhammad. Are you there, Muhammad? Yeah, go ahead. So Laysa is then this is Ismu Laysa and Ilahan. Go ahead. Ilahan bal Abdullah becomes what? Khabaru Laysa. Let's break it up now. Isa is the Mubdalun minhu and Ibn Maryam becomes Badal. That's made up of Mudafun ilay. And why is the alif written here? Because Maryam, the mudaf ilay of the ibn, is not the father. So you have to write the alif. Now let's break Ilahan bal Abdullah up. Ilahan is ma'tufun alay. Bal is what? Harfu atfin. And Abdullah becomes Ma'tuf. And Ma'tuf is made up of what? Mudaf مضاف مضاف. And translation will be Isa, the son of Maryam, is not a god, bal means rather what? Yeah, rather the servant. Rather the servant of Allah. Understood? Yes? Okay. Next one. Who wants to give it a go? Hamad? كان is فعل ناقص. Then good. اسمه كان is خبر كان. Okay, and then مبدل منه and بدل. ابن is the مضاف. على الخطاب is the مضاف إليه. And أمير المؤمنين becomes مضاف مضاف إليه. Translation: Umar, son of Khattab, was Amir mean? Was the leader of the believers. God. Oh, who's ready for this one? Don't all rush at one time. Come on, Bismillah. Yeah, Bismillah. كان is فعل ناقص. So الإمام مالك بن أنس is the اسم كان. Rest is خبر كان. خبر كان. Imam is mubdal minhu. This becomes the badal. Then Malik is the mubdal minhu. This becomes the badal. And then مضاف مضاف إليه. مضاف مضاف إليه. And then if it's two khabars, can that be a khabar? It's got kasra, it's majroor. How would you break that structure? Dar means place, house, abode, place, and hijra means migration. So Dar al-Hijra is a place where they migrated to, the place of migration. So Imam is mudaf. Okay, then what's mudaf ilay? The rest is mudaf ilay. Okay. Can break that up. How do you break that up? Very good. Mubdalun minhu. Because what is Medina? The place of hijrah. Mubdal minhu, and this is badal. And in Dar al-Hijrah, mudafan ilayh. Okay, good. Translation? Yeah. So the Imam. Who's the Imam?
Malik.
Malik, son of Anas, was the Imam or leader of, not leader but spiritual leader, intellectual leader of Medina, comma, because the badal of this, Medina, the place, the center, something like that. Place, maybe here, center. If you're from America, for your sake, center of Hijrah. Yes? Understood? Okay. Right. One more note regarding structures. Many names you can have after the first name and after the name of the father or son of, you can have a not. So this is the name, and then you have the not. What do you have? You have the not. So a Rumi, for example, and these end in ya commonly. So Rome, European, Roman, Turkish, all of those including that in those times. So Rumiyun, the Roman. So this becomes the not. Okay? This becomes the man'ud. You understand? So for example, Muhammad, let's do one. Let me write one up for you. We have, for example, Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Or you can say, for example, Al-Qurashi. So Al-Qurashi becomes the not. What is this? This becomes the not of this. You understand? So when you have a word which ends in ya, a Rumi. Another name you can think of, two more easy from Sahaba. Salman al-Farisi. Another one. Who's from Abyssinia? Bilal al-Habashi. The ya at the end. So those becomes a not. Okay, Suhaib, the Roman. Yes? So far so good? Now, one more rule I want to mention here is that if you have a munsarif name, so ghayr munsarif names, do they have tanween? No, a ghayr munsarif word doesn't have tanween. So for example, Ahmad, that's ghayr munsarif. So it doesn't have a tanween. Now, when you have a munsarif word, so originally the word, how do you say Ali in Arabic with a marfu state? You say what? Ali, what? Aliyun. Because the names are like so many one after the other, what they do, they say, well, take off the tanween and just say what? Ali ibn Abi Talib. You say Aliyun ibn Talib. You say Ali ibn Talib. So when you're reading names, munsarif names, you can take off the tanween as well. Okay? Yes? Only when it comes with ibn. So you want to say Muhammadun ibn Abdullah. What do you say? Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Do you understand? Okay. And the last rule here is, again, we're just getting finished off. As I said, we're getting further in the book. We'll just finish off on technicalities. If we have a situation, where, okay, before you explain that rule, let me explain one thing to you. If I was to spell out a tanween, so Zaydun is really what? Isn't it? Zaydan is what? Like that, etc. But the Arabs write it with the typography, it's easier. Now let me ask you a question. If I have here qamat an-nisa, how do I read this? What do we do at the beginning? How do we read qamat an-nisa? What do we do? You put here a kasra. Yes, that's be done. So qamatin nisa'u. Yes, qamatin nisa. Because why? The Arabs don't pause. They always read together. When you read Quran, you pause at the end of the ayat, or you do waqf and start back. You don't say Alhamdulillahi Rabbi al-Alameen. It's a fluent reading. So they say qamat and nisa becomes what? Qamatin nisa'u. Now if you got here an example, if I say the pious Zayd. So Zaydun as-salih. The pious Zayd. Same thing, isn't it? What's happening here? The tanween as a sakin, a sukoon, followed by alif lam. What do we do here? What do we give the ta? A kasra. So what do we give the noon here? A kasra. So how do you pronounce it? Zaydun as-salih. But because we don't write it as Zaydun as-salih, we have to write it as what? It becomes written as Zayd. And you put a small tinchy wincy noon at the bottom. You give that a kasra and like this. You understand? So when you have a tanween word followed by an alif lam word, you have to change it into what? A noon. So for example in the Quran, كذبت قوم لوط. The people of Lut rejected the mursaleen. What do we have? Tanween, alif lam. You change the noon, the imaginary or the enunciated noon, not written noon, to a kasra, and you write like this. You say كذبت قوم لوط. Then you put the noon, the small noon at the bottom, and you say كذبت قوم لوط المرسلين. So when you have names, for example, the big Zayd, Zaydun al-Kabiru. Okay. An example of that in the Quran. Another example. We don't do it normally, but قل هو الله أحد. قل هو الله أحد. الله الصمد. Yes. So there's an ayah here. Yes. So we say قل هو الله أحد. But if we were to pause, what would we say? If we were to continue, you would say قل هو الله أحد لله الصمد. So remember that when we have tanween followed by alif lam, what do we have to do? We have to change the tanween and give the tanween a kasra, meaning the noon a kasra. So when you're reading, keep that rule in mind. Understood? Any other questions? No? Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.